Hey y'all. So we're at the Hyatt House. Sometimes things work out perfectly. Sometimes they don't work out at all. Sometimes something you thought didn't work out turns out pretty good. That was today. Let me tell you about it. Okay, we have our dumpsters. They come from New East. They're awesome. This dumpster was full. We couldn't get anything else in it, so I called them yesterday and said, hey, come clean out our dumpster. So they told us they'd be here this morning. So yesterday afternoon, we did a sweep of the house. We put anything else in there we could. We moved the trailer that's always here, and they came and took our dumpster. Well, before they could bring it back, 3 cars parked right here. Now, our fault. We should have blocked them off. It's a public street. People can park wherever they want. So when they brought the dumpster back, they could only leave it right here, which is slightly blocking the driveway. And then we had to move the porta potty. So the porta potty is completely blocking the driveway. So the guys had to walk it. So I don't want to go in there now. All with the plan that when these cars finally moved, the dumpster people would come back and hopefully drag it this way so that the porta potty could go back where it goes. But just worked out that today, Bob, my plumber, is here with the excavator. He's tearing up those old stairs. He's going to build or bury our new water and sewer lines, and he's going to push the dumpster for us with his excavator. So we planned ahead. Everything worked out well. We messed up on blocking the cones to block the cars, but Bob's going to save the day. So now let's go watch, play with big toys in the dirt. The whole thing wants to come up in one big chunk. If only we could get that whole junk in the dumpster. All right, so I've changed location, as has the Bobcat. We're gonna see what we can do from this angle. Good thing we emptied that dumpster today. See if we can pull that dumpster back to where it's supposed to be. It's another morning at the Hyatt House. We are working fast to beat the hurricane. And we're digging. And we had it on good measure that the tie-in to the city sewage line was somewhere around here, but as you can tell, we've gone pretty deep and we haven't found that yet. So we might have to get the city back out here to help us locate it. We're gonna keep digging, but if we go much deeper, we're gonna hit water and then we're gonna have a well. So stay tuned. Remember maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago, before we started sheetrock, we did a little bit of patching on the roof. There were a few spots we weren't happy with. We are now priming the whole thing, and then we're gonna do one more top coat. And we're doing it now because what's gonna be left of Hurricane Ian is headed this way. So we wanna make sure that the roof is completely sealed up. We don't wanna get any of that new insulation and sheetrock wet. Okay, so way back there on the other side of the Bobcat, we found a little bit of the old sewage line. See, it's that old terracotta stuff, which is just crap, honestly, because it cracks so easy. It's a wonder it's still in that good a shape. So all we know to do now is to trace it back. So we found it over there. We're gonna dig and dig and dig and see if we can find where it ties into the city. Here we go, guys. We are going to camera the line. So on the other end, we've got the metal detector and we're looking for the camera that we jammed in there. All right, we think we found it. It is like right on the property line in this like
right
2 foot,
inside the property line.
right inside the property line. In the
2 foot deep right there.
Persistency paid off, and we think we found it. It's coming possibly on the other side of the property line, on my neighbor's property. But we also found a big old hunk of slab of granite right there, which looks like maybe the wall, this wall that goes all the way down the street, took a right turn and went up there. So that was a fun discovery. Bob is the man.
That's on his property that we shouldn't be screwing with that.
Because he found it.
This is right.
So we are still digging. We have uncovered the power line, so now we're very carefully digging. Still tearing up that old terracotta, and we got the guys from the city. We have located where we tie into the city, and they are going to put a clean out. There was no clean out here, so they're going to put one right there. And I am still intrigued by this granite wall. It looks like it, obviously it turns 90 degrees right there, and it goes, we don't know how far it goes, but it goes. A piece fell out right there. We've saved it. We're going to put it back. But I'm determined to figure out how far back this granite wall goes. We're still digging. We haven't found anything cool. Found an old beer bottle, but that's par for the course. So we're going to keep digging, see what else is under here. Clean out's going in. And we're still digging. All right. Shout out to these awesome city workers who came in like 10 minutes to do our clean out. Thank you guys. Y'all look for yourselves on YouTube. That's a sewage line, ladies and gentlemen. It's in place. Tying it into the house. The next thing we'll do is run the water lines. They're going to come down this way and tie in right here where the meter is. Okay, so I actually missed the water lines, but I trust that they are in there and that they look good. We are now trying to save that last big piece of granite that we found so that it doesn't get buried. And then we're just backfilling all this dirt. Okay, y'all, it is Saturday and we are back over at the Hyatt House to wrap up for the week. We stopped in several times yesterday during Hurricane Ian to make sure that we didn't have any major leaks or any problems. We were getting a little bit of water on the second floor around the windows where the wind was blowing it. Those windows aren't in place, they aren't sealed yet, and the flashing is not in. So we did wrap those in plastic to make sure we didn't get our sheetrock and our insulation wet. But other than that, all of our roof was in good shape, so no leaks in the house. So we're wrapping up. We got a lot done. We are going to finish our sheetrock on Monday. We got all of this done. So we made a big mess of my neighbor's yard. So great thanks to him for being such a good neighbor and letting us tear up his grass. We got the water lines run. We got that sewage run. We got it all filled back in. So my next project is to figure out exactly how these stairs are going to look. We're going to go back with wooden stairs, something similar to what you see over at the Myers and the Marsh house. So that is another week at the Hyatt House. Don't forget, if you are local and you want to come to the lecture over at the estuarium about the Hyatt House, you need to sign up for that pretty quickly. It is on October 6th. So if you're local at all, check that out. If you're not local, then just make sure you're subscribing so you don't miss anything. And we'll see next week what happens at the Hyatt House.